Um, well, I think in the spirit of full disclosure, and also as a mode of introduction, I should say that I lead a company that sells technology to governments for elections. That's all we do. We only sell to governments and we only sell election technology. As a technologist myself, I'm biased towards the use of technology in elections, of course. And again, as a mode of full disclosure, I bought my first Bitcoin when Bitcoin was at $20 a Bitcoin. Clearly, I didn't buy enough of a big Bitcoin billionaire, which I'm not. But I'm a big enthusiast for blockchain technologies and for cryptocurrencies, but more importantly, really for blockchain technology. So with those two, I think you can know my biases as being very pro technology and very pro blockchain. That being said, about 3 years ago, we organized a little event in Menlo Park, just a few blocks away from Stanford University. We had Professor Francis Fukuyama, we had President Ilves from Estonia, which is, Estonia is the one country where everybody can vote online. And the whole point of the event was about internet voting and the beginning of the use of blockchain technologies for voting, using Estonia as a case study. And we had kind of everybody in the room, Google, Facebook, the California government. And I think one thing that was really interesting about that little meeting was I had a very, very smart guy from Singularity University come to me afterwards and say, "You're dead. You have 2 years of life. I mean, in 2 years, you're going to be completely disintermediated by blockchain technologies. Everybody's going to go on blockchain, and your company's closed." That was 2 years ago. And I think the important message, and one that I wanted to relate today, is in spite of the fact that blockchain is a very exciting technology that has multiple applications, and in spite of the fact that there is a use case for the use of blockchain in voting, I think there is a significant lack of understanding of the real challenges in building a voting system that works, and on the real challenges that exist on the front lines when it comes to societies, political movements, elections, and very importantly, election bodies. So the entities or the institutions that organize the elections, that manage the elections, and that run the elections in the country, which are usually almost always linked to government. Probably a good way to advance it is to say that creating a voting system is not a technical problem, or it's not exclusively a technical problem. There's a technical angle to it, there's a social angle to it, and there's a political angle to it. And usually the social and political elements or dimensions of this problem are bigger and are more complicated than the technical ones. So there's a lot of technologies that are ready to go for a number of things in voting, even beyond the blockchain, but they're not used. And they're not used not because the technology doesn't work, but because the political vectors and forces that influence the decision making are not working in the right direction. Something also very, very important, which I think there's a lot of misunderstanding on, is to have an effective voting system that's really bulletproof and that's really advanced. You also need to have an effective identity system that allows you to guarantee eligibility, authentication of voters before they vote, and not double voting or multiple voting. All of these things are really provided not by the voting system itself, but by the identity system that has to be linked to the voting system. Now, so creating an identity system is a separate problem to voting, but it's closely interlinked. There are some initiatives that propose the use of blockchain for identity systems. I'm not a big believer in any one of them. I mean, we have never seen anything that we believe makes sense. We actually believe there's much and better use cases for blockchain in the use, or to use blockchain for voting systems, but then identity systems, again, are something that's a requirement to be able to design and implement an effective voting system. I think the biggest challenge that we find as a corporation that we have sold, as I said, over the past 15 years, election systems to 25 countries. We're in conversations with about 25 more, so in total we're talking to 50 countries about how to bring technology onto the election process. our systems, by the way, have recorded and counted close to 4 billion votes in all 5 continents. So it's somewhat of a mature company. At the same time, still the number one way of voting today in the world is with pen and paper. Here in the UK, you vote with pen and paper. Now that is the worst system you could have anywhere. Okay, data integrity is super bad. You have no way to audit it. You know, losing data happens all the time. Manipulated ballot stuffing, double voting, vote buying. Every form of voting fraud that has ever existed has been successfully implemented off the back of paper-based systems. In spite of this, as I said, most countries vote with pen and paper. So the challenge that we've been facing over the past few years is how to convince governments to move from paper-based systems, or purely paper-based system, pen and paper, to what I could, let's say, call here offline technology, which are secure voting machines and the likes, to then online voting technology with a central authority, which is, for example, the way Estonia votes today, and it's a system we implemented. So everybody, every citizen in Estonia can vote online, but still the government controls the system, right? So there's a central authority. To then a further step, which would be an online voting system where there is no central authority, which would be, let's say, a permissionless, blockchain-based voting system. That fourth step, which would be like true blockchain voting, it's, in my opinion, very far away, not because the technology wouldn't work, but because we're still trying to convince countries to move from pen and paper to an offline system that uses technology. So I think that is really the biggest challenge. Now, if we go into the nitty-gritty, and I imagine many one of you would want to go into actual, let's say, tech on the blockchain itself and what works and what wouldn't work, permissionless versus permissioned, and all of these things. I'm sure we're going to talk about this on the panel. I'm actually looking forward to the discussion with all the different members. I think it's going to be a fascinating discussion. If you want to learn about some actual real cases of blockchain voting for government elections, there's actually 2 cases that we know of, and both we did. One was for Utah, a primary in Utah, in the state of Utah, in the USA for the Republican Party. And the other one is internet voting using blockchain that we just implemented in Norway. That was actually only a month ago. These are still kind of small and they're pilots, and blockchain is used only to, I would say, improve one very specific element of the entire voting system, which is very different to, again, something that I hear a lot, which is blockchain being kind of a miracle cure for everything that has to do with voting. It's more like if you have to solve 25 problems to have a robust voting system, okay, 1 or 2 of these problems you can actually improve by having a blockchain voting system over, or let's say, re-engineer those 2 modules out of 25. Just again, as a closing remark, trying to keep it short, I think something that's also very important to keep in mind is that if we remember the origin of blockchain technology on Bitcoin, which started really with the famous Nakamoto, and I'm sorry, I forgot the name. Well, with the famous paper on Bitcoin. The whole point was about being able to have money without a central authority. Okay? That was, in a sense, is kind of an anarcho, liberal view. Is you don't want a government, you don't want a central bank, you want to have a form of money that does not depend on a central authority. And then, the blockchain technology that was designed actually to implement Bitcoin provides with this kind of authority, which is the system itself, right? So it's not a central authority, it's this distributed authority, which is the distributed ledger technology. That, conceptually, is in a sense completely against the concept that governments have of themselves, because governments are a central authority. And whenever you bring to government an idea of a system where they lose that control and they lose the capacity to be a central authority, and they're actually pushing the power to this kind of big machine in the cloud, that runs really against or rubs them in the wrong way. And that's what we're seeing actually, a lot of additional resistance when it comes to, let's say, blockchain-based systems for whatever application and governments. That's kind of my experience, and well, I hope that we can all have a fabulous panel discussion.